The fact that he still has 0 goals or assists after 8 matches this season speaks volumes. But after 8 official matches, the question remains, how long can Liverpool afford to be patient with a player who is becoming a burden instead of a solution? Florian Wirtz, from blockbuster to disaster. Heading into the match against Galatasaray, coach Arne Slot surprisingly benched Mohamed Salah and Alexander Isak, instead putting his faith in Cody Gakpo along with the £195 million star duo of Florian Wirtz, £116 million, and Hugo Ekitike, £79 million. However, Liverpool's 0-1 defeat at Galatasaray in the Champions League extended their slump. Clearly, coach Arne Slot needs to make some tough decisions, and the name causing the most disappointment is Florian Wirtz, one of the most expensive transfers in the club's history. Before the loss in Turkey, the Reds suffered their first Premier League defeat of the season, a 1-2 loss to Crystal Palace last weekend. Although their start to the season was relatively promising in terms of results, Liverpool's overall performance has often lacked conviction. At Rams Park, Liverpool's lack of spirit and creative deadlock left coach Slot furious. Many players are at risk of being relegated to the bench, but the focus of criticism has squarely fallen on Florian Wirtz. Once considered one of Europe's most talented young attacking midfielders, Wirtz joined Liverpool for a staggering £116 million, making him the club's second most expensive player. Yet, after 8 appearances, he has failed to make any significant impact. In the game against Galatasaray, the 22-year-old midfielder played the full 90 minutes but continued to fade, especially with the absence of star player Mohamed Salah from the starting lineup. Dismal statistics and style issues. The statistical metrics have exposed his ineffectiveness. Against Galatasaray, Wirtz had only 57 touches, completed 39 passes with an 82% accuracy rate. He succeeded with just 1 out of 4 dribbles, won a mere 4 out of 12 ground duels, and incredibly lost possession 14 times, all alarming figures. Despite once being the exceptional midfield orchestrator at Leverkusen, Wirtz is facing major difficulties adapting to the environment at Anfield and the Premier League. Coach Slot remains protective, suggesting his player needs more time, but fan patience seems to be running out. Meanwhile, substitutes like Federico Chiesa and Rio Numoha have made a distinct difference with their inspirational play. So, what is the root cause of Wirtz's problems? Is his somewhat slight build a barrier preventing him from shining? To be fair, blaming his physique entirely is unreasonable. Instead, the core issue likely lies in his playing style and on-pitch mindset. The history of the Premier League is full of smaller players who have achieved brilliant success, notably the Manchester City duo of David Silva and Bernardo Silva. Wirtz, 1.77 meters tall, is even slightly taller than them. The key difference lies in the speed of their execution and their intelligence in thought. Watching David and Bernardo Silva, one notices their extremely quick ball handling, sharp technique, and high level of intelligence in every pass. Wirtz also possesses good vision and tactical awareness, but he is too slow and cumbersome on the ball. His leisurely control with feet lacking fluidity makes him prone to losing possession and often leads to failure when pressed or challenged by opponents. Pressure is mounting daily. Coach Slot has experimented with Wirtz in multiple roles at Liverpool, from central attacking midfielder to left wing and right wing. However, the former Leverkusen player has yet to find a position where he feels comfortable. A sense of awkwardness, lacking the fluidity once seen in the Bundesliga, is evident when Wirtz plays. The fact that he still has 0 goals or assists after 8 matches this season speaks volumes. Though he continues to be defended by Slot, Wirtz must realize that patience cannot last forever, especially at an ambitious club like Liverpool. The pressure mounting on Wirtz will only grow. If he cannot quickly regain his form, he is at significant risk of fading away at Anfield. While it's too early to label Wirtz a failed signing, the countdown has already begun. The German midfielder's future is entirely in his own hands now. But after 8 official matches, the question remains, how long can Liverpool afford to be patient with a player who is becoming a burden instead of a solution?